All right, here we are. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
If you're watching this, uh, yeah, almost finished my tea. How are you going?
I'm pretty much done.
Broke a tripod.
Had some toast.
Getting the blood sugars up. All right, so this week's title: Don't waste money on ads until you've fixed this. So,
Exciting.
it was more just a gentle education on foundational mistakes that we have seen. So poor reviews, slow lead responses, if any, and weak follow-up. So I guess it all starts with reviews and your reputation that you have, that the business has. That starts with Google profile.
Yep.
You need a Google business profile for starters.
Which is easy.
Yeah.
Very easy to make.
Probably
like setting up anything else.
Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I did one not that long ago.
It doesn't takes 5 to 10 minutes to set up, and then I think Google goes through
a review process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once it's all approved and up, that probably takes the longest. I think that takes around 24 to 48 hours. So we usually say to people that don't have it to get it set up ASAP so it can get straight into that review process, is it?
Yeah.
So that we can utilize it.
Yeah. And start collecting reviews.
Yeah.
So slow lead responses. If you're doing this manually, it is tricky. The best thing to do is set up just automated follow-ups, whether it's an email, text message.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways to do it. We have a software that does it, and that also comes back into your follow-up as well. So yeah, there's lots of things to do before you start thinking about ads.
I think a lot of people get really excited because they want the business, they want the leads, they want the sale.
Yeah.
So they want to jump into ads ASAP.
Yeah.
Super fast. They want to jump into that before they've done
all the back end work.
And there is absolutely no point doing that, doing the ads before having everything set up as it should be.
Yeah.
You would just be wasting money, in our opinion.
You're almost filling a bucket and with holes in it, and the water's just, and it's not coming up to full.
Wanting to live in a house before it's built.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to ensure that everything's set up properly, that you need to successfully convert a lead.
Yes, which is...
It's going to look a little different for everybody, depending on what you're selling.
Absolutely.
But for us, what we're saying is Google Business Profile, website.
Yep. Make sure you've got reviews in there to begin with.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you can start looking at ads. It will... You can just test and see where you go, and then fix on the fly as well.
Yeah.
That's always...
tricky. It can be an expensive mistake to do.
And I guess that's what we're trying to say here. So we also wanted to go in and give a live test case that we're running at the moment for one of our clients. Jazz runs ads from. We've got an AI in there that's running as a customer service agent, and also abandoned cart, abandoned checkout reactivation. So it kind of bounces between both. It'll reactivate the cart and also be a customer service if they had any issues, or reporting on issues back to the business.
Yeah.
So we'll go into that. All right. So, I mean, what do you fix before you spend a cent on ads? So you need to audit your Google Business Profile.
Yep.
Get your review system in place, automated, consistent.
With replies.
As long as it's either automated or it's consistent via you manually, and you're just writing off that awkward asking. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Set up your follow-up texts and emails that fire immediately.
Yep.
So not manually texting them days later. And then you need to know what happens after someone clicks your ad. So landing page, where does that go to? Where do they go? What do they get? And is it, does it go to a thank you page? Do they then get an email and a text message? Do they just get an email? Do you follow up with them after 24 hours, calling them? Or you should be contacting them within the first 5 minutes, or making contact within the first 5 minutes. So whether that is an email or a text message.
Yep.
That is proven data that I think it's like 391% more leads convert within the first 5 minutes of making contact.
That's huge.
That's
And it's capturing them too in that feeling, in that moment.
Yes.
I've been talking about this lots with my clients at the moment, where it comes to a sale, that you need to have them excited from the launch to the sale to in their hands, and you want it to be a very quick process so that they still feel as excited as when they ordered it.
So for e-commerce.
That's for e-commerce, but this would be the same.
Digital products,
but even a service-based business. I think there's nothing more frustrating than contacting a service-based business because you need help with your pool or whatever it may be, and you don't even hear back.
Yeah.
And you're the one following up with them.
Yeah. Remember the patio roof people, or it was the
was it for here?
Yeah.
For our house?
For our house.
To get a patio on?
No, for the front, for the
carport. Or no, the shade sale.
Shade sale.
Yes.
Sorry, I couldn't think of it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Shade sale.
Yes.
And I still haven't heard
Never
back
heard back from them.
Two of them.
Really? See, I've forgotten about it because we never heard back.
Yeah.
And I guess the feeling of wanting that has gone.
Yeah.
The importance has dropped, and we have never spent the money
Yeah.
to do it because no one's gotten back to us, which is crazy because we could have one right now and a business could have more money. Since we really dived into this business, although we've been doing this a long time, but really dived into really helping this particular segment, area of business, it's really made us analyze some processes like we have gone through and experienced over the last while, and it's been alarming at times.
Yeah.
The things the
electricians that you call that you don't hear back from.
Yep.
Some are like incredible though. Like you call and like they're there in 20 minutes. Remember that just with the aircon?
We had an experience with the aircon. Yeah. One was all too hard.
Yeah.
And the other one came in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he helped us. And you think, well, I'll use them in future for sure.
But not only that, we then recommended it to about another 3 people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So word of mouth is so powerful for good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you want to convert those into Google reviews as well. Like you need to. Your reputation is on the line, and I'm going to be dropping so much content on why there's an extinction event about to happen, and we've talked about it on previous podcasts.
Yeah.
And if you're not collecting your Google reviews, then you're going to suffer big time. And it's not a threat. Like it's the truth.
It's what's happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a new Google AI. It's called AI Overview for websites, and it's the new AI SEO for websites. And I haven't got a chance to look into it too much yet, but I'll be looking into it in the next couple of weeks, and I do plan on doing a podcast on it and making some content on it about it, because this is what we were going into in a previous podcast about
Was it Shopify Horizons?
No, about the AI search data. So like if you say, hey,
send me a plumber.
Yeah, send me a plumber. That's where AI is going to be pulling its data from.
Yeah, right.
And distributing, So SEO, search engine optimization, but AI.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. And I think too, to loop back to, then you need to be asking those happy customers for a review. It's very similar to wanting to reducing the time from the feeling to receiving the product in your hand.
Yeah.
If you've left a happy customer and then they get a text an hour or 5 hours later asking for a review and they were happy, they're going to be more than happy to leave that because they're still stoked with the work you just did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer, but it's very different to you asking when you leave. They will forget about it. They'll have to search you up or however you're going to provide that to them. But however, if they get this text, which is the software and the system that we do for businesses,
you don't have to do it. Like
you don't have to mention it to them.
No.
And it looks like you text them later.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, Jenny,
thanks so much for choosing us.
Yes. Yeah. And if you could share your great experience with us with the link, they go on, they do it, 5 minutes, if that. 5 minutes if they spend ages writing it.
5 minutes total in the whole process. Yeah.
Maybe I'd say even less really. Yeah. And it's done.
Yeah.
And it's just reducing that time. But if you were to ask them a week later, a couple of weeks later, it's going to be so less likely that they'll go ahead with it. I can guarantee you.
Who did what now?
Yeah. Who even is this?
Yeah.
Capture them in the moment, in the feeling.
Definitely. I love that. So, I mean, that's why we built the system that we built.
Yeah.
That's why we love automation. That's why we love AI. And that's why we want to get it into so many businesses as possible, because it's a no-brainer. Like it's a win-win for everyone. Like it's a win for the business taking it on. It's a win for us. It's
a win for the customer. It's a win for your future customers.
Yes.
It's a win for everybody.
Yeah.
Like so many people are going and checking out what others are saying because maybe they got burnt or stung and they're unsure about, using this person.
Yeah.
And if they can read that you have all these raving reviews of how great you were, how professional you were, how helpful you were, it just alleviates all that worry, all that uncertainty, and they'll pick up the phone, call you, and spend their money with you.
Yeah. Well, when was the last time that you called a business that had 8 and their competitor had 80?
Probably never.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Or I have also done the reverse where I've talked to a business and I've had an average time and then I've gone and looked them up after and I've seen that is actually very common, that how I felt in that exchange, others feel too. We had that at a time recent with our pool.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're not getting leads, check your reviews. If you're getting leads but no sales, check your follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing it manually, you're already behind.
Because you can automate that whole process, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it is for hours.
It is for hours, yeah. Correct.
And it's awesome.
Yeah. You just don't have to think about it. Yeah.
It's amazing if you can have your system, your sales system work. It's not about working while you sleep. It's working, doing life, regardless what you're doing, because there's other things that you have to do.
Yeah. And especially these busy
businesses,
service-based businesses, yeah.
And particularly, if you're a business that's providing a service where you actually can't get on your phone, maybe you're on a roof or whatever it is that you're doing. And if you can just have that system working, collecting those leads, talking to those leads, booking those leads.
Yeah. Even the amount of businesses that could utilize the missed call text back.
Yes.
So like someone calls your business, you don't pick up, you get a text message back from the business that says, hey, sorry, I missed you, just on the roof at the moment, or, Yeah. It's just getting back, like...
It's letting people know that, like, yes, I missed you, but I'm going to...
acknowledge.
Be talking to you at some point. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just so many smarter ways to do it these days.
And it's very easy to win.
Yeah.
The bar is a bit low, as we're seeing.
Yeah.
And if you were to implement everything that we've just said, you would be just like miles ahead.
Yeah. And then run ads on top of that once your reputation's up and going, and you're just building this ecosystem of growth and scale.
And I think too, to just come to mind, the other reason why you want all of that stuff set up before running ads is that when your ads start doing really well and bringing in those leads, and without those systems set up, you may not be able to handle the influx,
flow,
that comes in. So if you're, hands-on in your job, every day, and you can only get back to your clients at night, and you're looking at your ads and they're bringing in 30 people or
that
more.
all need a call to,
yes, but then maybe they didn't hear from you, so maybe they moved on, and you've gone and you've spent that money to acquire that customer who maybe isn't going to use you now because they probably didn't hear from you as quick as they would have liked. But if you have these systems in place, then it will do the work until you get them to a certain point, wherever it is.
You've got the ability to get back to them.
Absolutely, yeah. Because then that's something that the business owner would talk to you about, is what point do they want to step in and take over the process. So they might want to get them to a booked appointment. Yeah. And that's ideal. Yes. And it might be a booked appointment for a quote.
Yeah.
You know, it might be that you do landscaping and it's a quote to come and look at the yard and do the,
Give them a quote,
Yeah, give them a quote, a free quote.
Stung. Yeah. All right. Should we get into conversations?
Yeah, for sure. So should we give a backstory on it?
Sure, go for it.
So this is one of our clients in e-commerce, and we were pretty excited to implement this into their business. It was probably, do you think 12 months ago or maybe longer? Do you know how long ago it was?
Probably 18 months.
18 months ago. So what their AI assistant does is helps to do customer service and retrieving abandoned carts.
Yeah.
So getting the customer to come back and purchase. So
that client uses Shopify as their website and point of sale.
Yep.
And their customer will come through and they'll add something to their cart.
Throw things in their cart.
Or it's actually checkout.
Yes, it is, because they need to put their details in.
And then checkout.
Yep.
So we're talking checkout. So it goes to checkout. They go put all their details in, but they don't fulfill on the.
They don't pay. They just leave it all there.
That data's collected, and then I think it's about 30 minutes. We have a follow up that goes out, an SMS that goes to them and says, "Hey, noticed you left this stuff in the cart. Just wondering if you're still looking at purchasing." That often doesn't get answered. Then another one goes out, like I think another 4 hours later, and then it hits them again and says, "Is this the correct number?" or something. And then they'll usually reply to that one. So then it asks, and then it goes through a conversation. You know, what was it that stopped you? And on average, it converts 20% of those. It reactivates 20% of the monthly revenue for the business.
Yeah. And this is fully automated, running behind the scenes. The owner of this business has never, ever had to do a single thing.
Yeah.
But it talks to the customer.
Yeah.
So they call this their assistant. They've named it. And this assistant has a name. We won't drop too much because it could become quite obvious because they are a big business. But it acts like a human to them. And the conversation, sometimes James and I sit there and read the conversations and just think, this is gold.
Like, wow. Because people are saying, thank you so much to that so-and-so for helping. Like, it's really great. Like, thanks for helping. Like, so much. Like, always getting a thanks for help. There's one time where I've seen
what was it?
F off C. Just that once, and it was just like.
But you always get those people.
You always have.
You always get those people. One. Even SMS bursts that I do for businesses, I've had some pretty outlandish responses where clearly when you get those marketing texts, it is no response. It doesn't go to anywhere. Yeah. But there's always that one person who will say something a little bit full on.
Yeah. So I don't know how this is going to go. Like, I don't know how it's going to read that well. But so it's so-and-so here from shop. Is this the same person's name that just left their gear at the checkout? And it says, just didn't want you to miss out. And then it said, yeah, it is. This is the customer. I just gave up because it said like add 6 cents to get free shipping and there was nothing cheap. So I just gave up. Then
This is a good one. Okay.
The AI says, apologies, we've had a few of these issues in the past week. Can sort it out quickly for you now, though. If you would like to select pick up, complete the purchase, and leave your address in the notes, one of the team will get it sorted. That's something that we had to put in there a little while ago because we're having some shipping issues, and we'll get it shipped to you. Said, thank you. I think I'll pass on it, unfortunately. Great customer service, though. Totally fair. This is our AI. Totally fair. Just out of curiosity, was there something specific that made you hesitate on this one? Sometimes it helps us know what to improve or offer better options. I just sort of changed my mind on it. The boards weren't, you're going to get the idea of what kind of shop we are, but the boards weren't exactly what I was looking for. I just thought it was a good deal and they'd come in handy being my size, but the whole shipping thing threw me off and it made me think about it a little bit more. Plus I'm broke and I don't need to spend that much money. AI, gotcha. When you say they weren't exactly what you were looking for, was it more the style, the shape, or something else that didn't quite click for you? Just want to make sure that we're lining up with something that you actually want. So it's just getting an idea of what the customers want as well. So it's great.
Feedback for the business.
Feedback loop, yeah, and research. The style, I usually ride a couple other brands and I wasn't a fan of the trucker hat that it came with. I much preferred another hat that it came with in a different pack, but the boards weren't my size in that one.
So this is a set pack option. There's no way to change it. It sells as it is. Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the shape as I've never rode a brand deck. AI, that makes total sense. If we had a pack with boards in your size and the hat you liked, would that be something you'd be keen to jump on? Just wondering how close we were to ticking all the boxes for you. I would definitely be more into it, yeah. AI, love that. Just so I can keep an eye out, what size board do you usually ride?
Yeah.
And which hat caught your eye from the other pack? Might be able to flag something similar for you soon. I usually ride a 8375 and I quite like the hat with the Pizza Boy hat pack. Perfect, thanks for that. It's a solid size, good balance. This is our perfect, thanks for that. Solid size, good balance all around. If something drops like that with a deck size and the vibe of that hat, want me to shoot you a heads up before it goes live? Yeah, sure thing, and I appreciate that, man. Legend, this is our Legend. I've made a note for you. Hopefully we can line up something real soon that hits the mark. Appreciate you checking us out. Chat soon. Great, thank you. Anytime. Thanks for supporting our shop. Keep shredding.
It's like...
The dude didn't end up purchasing. But
I would say he had a great customer service experience. Awesome customer service experience. And I mean, I haven't personally had a customer service experience like that via text. So just to add, James has trained their AI with certain prompts.
Yeah,
to a kind of
the business's profile is in the prompt that we run.
Yeah.
So it has a knowledge base of the business. So, and we can put as much in there as we possibly can, and we have.
Yeah, to ensure that it's correct, it's on track.
And which we've had to update, shipping cost change and all that.
Because you can hear, there was, exactly, and you can hear from that conversation. It wasn't just yes, no answers. It was in depth,
contextual conversation.
Yeah, it's very good.
So this one, maybe I have the wrong person. This person said back, but I didn't go to the shop. Said, hey person, no stress at all. Looks like you've left a few items in your cart online. Just checking were you still planning on grabbing those. Stuff's been moving pretty quickly lately. So it adds a little bit of
scarcity.
Yeah, scarcity. Yes, I wanted the brand pants. Awesome. I just wanted you to know that these items are going pretty quick now. You're still looking to purchase? Sure. I'm still looking to buy something else. It's gone to sold out. So it was legit about it was moving quick.
Yeah.
Nice one. Are you after anything specific, like more apparel or maybe some hardware or shoes to go with the pants? Haven't decided about shirts. Maybe I'll check in 30 minutes. 100% sure that I want the pants. Please keep that for me," with the big eyes and that emoji. AI said, "All good. There's some solid tees in right now if you're into clean fits or graphic styles. Are you leaning more towards something simple or something with bold design? Maybe simple, but both all right. Tee seems sold out. Can I have XL size?" Guys done a $360 purchase. And that's basically it. Like, it's reactivated him into a $360 purchase. Like, they went on to converse further down, but it's just like checking sizes and
just other things.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So $360 purchase.
$360 purchase
of someone that had closed it and walked away.
Yeah.
And came back. That's incredible. Because this also, although it's like it's customer service and it's abandoned cart checkout, if it's similar to a retargeting campaign in a sense. So
for ads, yeah.
So when you run an ad, often, or not often, you should run a retargeting ad to hit those people that have looked at your ad. So this here is very similar in that way. So when you're driving all that traffic to your website or your offer, whatever it is, you've got another kind of hand helping nurture those people into your world.
Yeah, but this could have 1,000 SMS conversations going on at the same time.
At the same time, yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But it's just about getting back in touch with those people who have, clicked the ad or they've gone to the website, and just reminding them again. It's those touch points.
Yep. Yeah. Reminding them who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
You were here purchasing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's AI here from shop. Is this the same person that left their gear at the checkout? Oh, hi, yeah, it is. Says my order is not available for in-store pickup. I live on the sunny coast, but work in Brizzy, so I'll be down. Apologies, this is the shipping issue. We've had a few of these issues. Sweet, thanks. It says they're assorted, but do you have any deck size with the pink text or the blue-green stain like in the promo images? Yes, that one's been super popular lately. Let me check real quick just to be sure. Are you after that color in the deck size specifically, or would you be open to similar colorway in a different size if that one's gone? I could go the other size, or if not that, then one in green with the brown stain. Thanks for checking. Perfect, thanks for that. I'll check both options for you. If either's in, would you want me to hold one aside or just shoot you the checkout link to lock it in? Shoot me the link, please. I'll order if you have either. Awesome, we've sent you the email with a secure link to checkout. Thanks for shopping with our shop. Purchased. Then they've texted back and said, cheers, our AI name. All ordered, smiley face. Awesome, AI. Awesome, thanks for shopping with Pal.
Thanks for shopping with us.
Let us know if you need anything else. Enjoy your new setup. And then she loved it. And then she's come back a couple of days later and said, hey, my deck arrived, but it's not the color I wanted. It's green, and just said what it is. Can I bring it in sometime next week to swap it, unless you didn't have any brown ones with the green font? Hey, Hannah, sorry to hear it wasn't the one you were hoping for. Best bet is to bring it into the store next week. Our crew can check what's in and will help sort a swap if it's available. Just make sure it's unused and in original condition, which is part of the returns policy.
Absolutely.
But this was a package that it was kind of like you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yes, so it was an assorted deck. So it's just whatever gets picked, which can happen in many stores.
Yeah.
Assorted things.
They would have the option to put in their recommendation if so.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so she said, I thought you checked that there was green and brown in stock, but if there isn't, then I'll keep this one. But I thought there was, which is why I ordered. I said, totally get where you're coming from. I passed on your preferences to the team, but because the decks are assorted, exact combos aren't guaranteed unless confirmed in store. If you'd like, the crew can double check what's on hand before you pop in. She said, oh, okay, the reason I didn't complete my order online initially was because I wanted a specific colorway. I thought I'd locked in a specific colorway when messaging you. My mistake. I'll see if I can get down next week after work. I might just settle for this one as I haven't paid for postage. So she thought that she was texting
a human.
Yes.
As in someone, a physical human.
But where you would put in for the colorway that you wanted would be in the purchase of
the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so do these get passed on to the team there?
They have to go through the software.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
But
I wasn't sure if there was an alert email that went to the manager.
I would have to double check that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay. I couldn't remember myself.
I'm not going to do it right now.
No, don't.
Anyways, they ended up happy. They said it actually goes perfect with the wheels, so I'll keep it. And then the AI said, haha, love that. Sounds like it worked out perfectly in the end.
It laughed.
Appreciate you, name. Enjoy the ride and hit us up anytime you need gear or just want to chat.
Oh.
Setups.
And I love too because the entire store and staff know that they have their AI assistant and its name, so that if anyone were to say I was talking to Blake, that they know, because they don't actually let people know that it is AI, because you don't have to. They don't say, oh yeah, that's our AI assistant. They just know, yep, that's Blake. That's our
yeah. You said it twice already.
Have I really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can edit this whole part out and I can.
Maybe. You're not the only one who's made a mistake.
We might just have to get a beeping sound.
Yes.
That would be perfect.
Yes.
Be a lot of beeps though.
All right. Do this as the last one.
Yeah, last one.
It's AI here from shop. Is this the same person that left their gear at the checkout? Yeah, mate, I was keen to get the mud brown pants in the medium, but they're out of stock. Gotcha. Those ones have been flying out lately. Are you open to a different color or style of the same fit? I can help you find something similar before they're gone too. Yeah, mate, what have you got? Nice one. Are you after the same relaxed fit and heavyweight feel, or keen to try something a little different?
Oh, wow. I know exactly what pants he's talking about, and that's like the most accurate description.
Yeah, right.
They're heavyweight and baggy.
I'm keen on the big ones if there's some available. Sweet. Big ones are definitely a fave. We've still got a few left in black and washed indigo in medium. Want me to send you the link to check those out before they're snapped up? Yeah, mate. Awesome. We've sent you an email with the secure link to checkout. Thanks for shopping with shop. Didn't get the email. Sorry, bro. No stress. Can you just confirm the best email to send it to? I'll get it over to you right away. Sent through his email. Perfect. Just sent it through to that email.
Yeah.
Should land in your inbox any second now. Let me know if it doesn't. Still nothing. Sorry. This is something that can happen with their email. It tends not to be our side, but their side can be blocking our email.
Yeah, promotions and the shopping folders, really making things tricky for people at times.
Yeah. And so it said all good. Sometimes it gets stuck in spam or promotions. Mind checking there real quick. If it's still not showing, I can have the team resend it manually. Want me to do that for you? Sorry, bro, nothing in either. Yeah, if that's okay. No worries. Best move is to hit up the shop so they can sort it out for you quick. Just flick an email to
the shop
or call the number. They'll get you sorted fast. Then $270 order. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So good.
It's good. I mean, like it takes the weight off those, because they don't have a heap of staff.
No, and I was just thinking that for them to do all of this, it wouldn't actually be possible.
Yeah.
And that's why we implemented it into the shop.
Because
they're lightly staffed, because they really only have as much as they need.
Yeah.
But
it's just lean, like they're
just lean. Yeah, exactly. But for them, when they're in the store, it's about being present with the customers, not.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, yeah. Although they have a far bigger online presence, in store is really about providing that customer service and helping the customers that walk in. So they can have this run in the background and do all the sales.
Yeah. And so this is just some of the other things that we set up for businesses as well.
Yeah.
Like there's ads, AI, automation, where we do it all, but we are heavily focused on the Google reviews and
absolutely
building up Google.
And I think this just gives you an idea of what is possible. Like, they are some really tricky conversations where it has answered perfectly.
Yeah.
Right? So if it can do that, it can easily respond to a review.
Oh, yes.
Because in terms of the review process, all it has to do is respond to a review, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yes. So if it can have a full-blown conversation and get the customer to come back to the cart and spend hundreds of dollars, well, it can so you can see how amazing a review response could be from our AI.
It's so beneficial. Takes so much off your plate.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just keep telling you.
Yep. We will.
Mm-hmm.
On that note,
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was there anything else?
No.
Yeah?
Yep. You good?
I'm good. All right. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. Yeah. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. See you later.
Bye.